Hello again, welcome back to episode 50. However, we're at episode 50. We are, anyway. So, car is off the lift, as you might have already noticed. Mainly because I have a bit of other work to do on other cars that needs the lift. But it was a good opportunity to get it all rolling again, get the roll bar and stuff all fitted in front of her, and get it down to see what it's going to look like rolling. While I have it down, not that I couldn't have done this when it was on the lift right enough, I've decided, while I'm waiting on said car to come to get work done to it, to do this. These trim pieces sit here on a Capri. And there's a self-tappery boy that screws up in there someplace from the backside. And then these go on here with clips. There's 3 clips riveted on where the yellow tape is on both sides. Rivet here, screw here, and this piece slides down over that, and then you can see the screw holes on the back and another rivet. So because this is Xpack, where the original holes were, it's gone, so I'm having to improvise. The best way I can see really to do this is what I have marked on the back side of this. You can't really see it that well. Hang on. There's probably a better one here somewhere. There we go. On the back side of this, there are little flaps of metal sticking out, and wee springy clips slide onto those. So I have marked the locations with the pen lines of where the clips are. Transferred those lines onto the masking tape on the car, and off the spare shell there somewhere I have taken measurements of how far out the clips sit. They sit out 30mm for anybody that's interested. So in theory, that's halfway, that's where the wee tab is, that's halfway in the tab, and that's 30mm out for the hole. So I just need to grow a set now and drill 3 holes down through. In theory, if I've got my measurements correct, it should be drilling through the old hole in the steel beneath the fiberglass. Hope that doesn't cause any issues right enough, but yes, once I get that all done and the holes drilled, I'm going to go up in underneath from behind there and paint up in there, because there's obviously still a couple of holes that I'm used to drill the Xpack kit on with that are now, I wouldn't say bare steel, they have been hit up in there, but they're just not painted enough for my liking. So I'm going to do all that before I start riveting, then rivet the clips on and I can fit them. Okay, so while I was waiting for this heap to arrive, I have cleaned and polished this thing, get rid of the dust off it. It was annoying me sitting dusty, so it's now cleaned. On a side note, this video was probably a week late. Not my fault, it's this thing's fault. I came in for a clutch. It's my mum's car, so I couldn't really say no. But if anybody ever asks you to do a clutch on an A4, say no. It is horrendous. Although it's pretty interesting, to be fair. The dual mass and clutch come with the box whenever you're taking it out, and then the drive plate bolts onto the, well, I'm going to call it the flywheel, the ring gear thing up in here. It just bolts on with 3 bolts, so it means that you line it all up and it slots onto the input shaft on the floor, so you don't have to worry about trying to hump the thing in and it not lining up and taking it out again, which I suppose is one benefit, but that's the only one I'm finding so far. Next stage for this, as you saw earlier, I have marked 3 holes where I think they need to go. I have set the trim on and off more times than I'd care to admit, to check to see if they line up with the where I'm putting them, and they seem to. So I'm going to have to commit here, I think, soon and drill some holes. Better not make a mistake though, because I think I'll be reminded about it for years to come on YouTube by the sounds of it. If anybody's missed the last episode, you can go see me making a twat out of myself, making sparks everywhere in the engine bay. But yes, anyway, onwards, learn from mistakes and all that. So time to get these things drilled and go from there.
Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting town. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running.
Three clips on this side done. Next thing is, does it line up? I'm not actually going to finally fit this. And there's a couple of wee marks on it that need painted again. Well, the answer is yes, it does fit, thankfully. So, quite happy. Need to repaint this, as I say, and then it can all be fitted up properly. Okay, while I'm on the task of fitting trim clips, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do the ones on the doors on both sides, and as there's music going next door, I'll put it on time-lapse probably.
Thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine. You keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on. Looking out the window, reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me, not even Uncle Sam. Life might be a struggle, life might be a fight, but I am here to show the world that I can make it right. On a bad day, on a good day, on a bad day, rain keeps raining.
Time to get some of this trim that I have painted up fitted. I've already fitted up, I think I videoed this, I've already fitted up the door seals, riveted on the clips and put the door trim on. I haven't done these yet because I was waiting on the paint drying, so now they're done, in theory I can put all this on as well. First of all though, put the wing mirror on. One slight issue that I know I already have is that the door cards that I have purchased for this don't have the hole in them for the remote mirror, so I'm going to have to foot about with that and see what to do. I also need to work out where the flip this goes through the door at. I think I can sort that whenever the glass is in, or glass is up. Hello? Spam calls. I love them. Okay, so that's the mirror in. Figured out the routing, it's actually not that difficult. Just going to put this handle back in. Okay. Okay, that's the two wing mirrors both on. Both sides. So this one here, believe it or not, was on the car that was crushed completely here with the A-post. It somehow survived. As well as the door, actually, if you remember. The door and everything survived as well. A-post and windscreen most definitely did not. But another thing that survived and is now fitted, turbo tail. It has been repaired and is now on the car. Needs a couple more bolts put into it. It's only sitting there, but yes, it is fitted. Very happy to see it on finally. It's nice to see the black trim and stuff going on. Regarding the other black trim going on, you might be wondering why I haven't fitted these. I'm going to wait until the car is detailed, I think. It's going to a friend of mine to get detailed at some point whenever it's running, because I want to get it looking the best it possibly can. Any swirl marks that I've put into the thing, or any wee bits of orange peel that haven't been sorted, stuff like that, I want all done properly, and it means that he can get in here to get at it all. Same with this just literally clips off, 2 seconds and that comes off, so if he wants it off I can pull it off for him at the time. Spoiler will probably be coming off for that as well, but yes. Another thing to say, if you ever need any tailgate rams, a friend of mine sells them, and I can get you a contact with those if you sent me a message. This one here, as you can see, is strong enough to hold up a turbo tail, and they're not dear. I think they're 25 or 30 quid or something. So yes, hit me up if you're looking some of those. Another thing that I have painted and fitted is the bonnet lip. which of course on every Capri should be black, not body coloured, in my opinion, of course. Goes on with 4 wee funny looking square captive nut plate things. This one has seen better days, so ordered a set off takeover. The front end sort of is complete now, apart from the 2 headlight bucket things, cover plates, and getting this thing painted with whenever I get the oil cooler, whenever it arrives. Other jobs in the horizon include catch tank is going in there somewhere, I think. Downpipe needs remade on this side. Wiring needs ran whenever my fuel rail arrives at some point. Get the fuel pipes finished off. They're currently just bunged down in there with the wires out of the way. But yes, we're making progress, thankfully. I'm not sure what else I'll get done this episode. I'm not sure what else is on this episode, to be truthfully honest with you. It's been a long couple of weeks. I've had maybe 5 or 6 cars on the lift since that came off. All have been waiting for jobs for weeks. And couldn't get on because this wasn't mobile. So, yeah. I might have some other stuff to do. Unsure, it might do me. But, yeah. As always, if you like what you're seeing, if you pop over to the social medias, hit a like, subscribe, follow over there, and the link should appear on the screen somewhere. And if you really like what you're seeing and you want to support the channel and get perks for being a member of my Patreon, the link should appear as a clickable link at the top right and as a wee logo thing in the middle of the screen. I mean, you get your name in the video, so it's pretty cool. It's worth it for that alone, in my opinion. Yes. I'm in the middle of designing a wee bit for the dash. I need to finish off this dash. I had designed a wee bit, but whenever I come down today, I realised it wasn't going to work. It should appear on the screen hopefully about now. I was going to put a wee slanted phone holder on the dash, but with the top of the dash sticking out there, I can't actually get my phone in because of that, just to sit properly the way I want it, so that's out the window. But anyway, in this episode, thankfully the car looks a bit more like a car now. Wing mirrors, spoiler, black trim on, bonnet lip on, and yeah. There might be more after this, there might not be, who knows. But until the next one, if this is the last bit of it, bye.